You ever stand in a Pattaya bar, drink in hand, surrounded by women in heels, fake lashes, and suddenly you forgot how to fucking speak English? Yeah, you're not alone. You're just socially useless. And this city knows it. This place doesn't care if you're a nice guy. It doesn't care if you've got abs, money, or good intentions. If you can't talk like a human, you're just another ATM with legs. But here's the twist. That fear you feel, that sweaty, heart-racing panic when you try to say hi, that's not weakness. It's wiring. Ancient, tribal, survival wiring. And once you understand that, you'll learn to train past it. You stop being the quiet guy in the corner, and you start becoming someone people actually want to talk to. So today, I'm giving you the full fucking roadmap to go from mute tourist to social savage in Pattaya. Welcome to a Degenerate's Guide, surviving social anxiety in Pattaya. Let's make you a little less pathetic, one awkward conversation at a time. But before we dive into it, smash that like button like it owes you back. Subscribe so you stop embarrassing yourself in public, and share this with your one buddy who still thinks smiling awkwardly is game. Because we're starting with the ugly truth. Your social anxiety isn't the problem. Your lack of reps is. Now, let's fix that.
How we're moving.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
Social anxiety isn't weakness. It's old code. You ever walked into a bar, make eye contact with the girl, and suddenly your brain goes, abort mission. She's too hot. You're gonna die. Yeah, that's not cowardice. That's your brain doing its prehistoric job. See, social anxiety isn't some modern flaw. It's a leftover survival feature. Back in caveman days, rejection didn't just hurt your feelings. It got you kicked out of the tribe. And no tribe meant no food, no fire, and definitely no fucking. Literal death by loneliness. Fast forward a few thousand years, and your brain's still running on Windows Caveman XP Edition. Every time you think, what if they don't like me? Your primal operating system is whispering, stay safe, don't get exiled, play it cool, and don't piss off the alphas. But here's the kicker. You're not in the jungle no more. You're in a bar in Pattaya. And the only thing killing your chances is the way you freeze like a discount laptop in summer heat. So no, social anxiety isn't weakness. It's just outdated wiring. But like any system, you can reprogram it. You don't need a shrink. You need reps. You need exposure. You need to stop treating talking to people like defusing a bomb. And that's where the training starts. Now, let's hit your first set. The social gym. Reps that build real game. Talking to people is a skill, like lifting weights, slinging dick, or rolling a J with one hand. You're not born good at it. You build it. Social skills are muscles. And most of you degenerates are walking around with the conversational strength of a malnourished hamster. So, you want to know why you lock up when a girl says hi? Because your social game skipped leg day, and arm day, and brain day. But don't worry, we're here to fix that. Here's the plan. Start treating conversations like a workout. Reps, sets, progression. Micro skills equal your social reps. Eye contact equals 1 rep. Hold it. Not serial killer stare, just long enough to make her wonder if you've got a spine. Follow-up question. Another rep. If she says, I work at a spa, don't respond with cool. Ask what she likes about it, unless you want to sound like a lobotomized tourist. Short story. Another rep. Don't monologue, just give her something real. I got kicked out of a massage parlor once for laughing at the fish tank. Boom. Now you're a human. It's awkward at first. You'll sound like a malfunctioning NPC. And that's fine. That's the warm-up set. Keep showing up. Don't be the jackass trying to deadlift 300 kilos on your first day at the gym. Same goes for trying to chat up a 10 in the club before you said hello to your fucking neighbor. Start small. Talk to the girl that works at 7. Ask the old expat how long he's been decaying on that bar stool. Say something to the cleaner at your condo. Bonus points if it's not just thank you while avoiding eye contact like the creepy fucking overlord. Every interaction is a set. Every day, a new workout. Train your mouth like you train your arms, and eventually you won't flinch when a 9 walks up and asks for a light. You'll just smile, hand her your lighter, and say, only if I get it back with your number attached. The 70-30 rule. How to shut up and win. Let me guess. You think you're not getting laid because you're not confident enough. Wrong. You're not getting laid because you don't shut the fuck up. Talking too much is the rookie mistake. Every lonely tourist who thinks his crypto wallet counts as a personality, let me introduce you to the golden rule of not sounding like a desperate clown. The 70-30 rule. You talk 30% of the time, you listen 70% of the time. That's it. That's the whole game. Because guess what? People fucking love talking about themselves. Listening is like foreplay for their egos. Do it right, and by the end of the conversation, she'll think you're the most interesting man in Thailand, even if you only said 7 words and nodded like a bobblehead on fucking benzos. But here's where you degenerates screw up. Listening isn't just about waiting your turn to talk. That's what politicians and Tinder simps do. You actually gotta absorb what she's saying. Watch her tone, her energy, what words she lingers on. And if she lights up talking about dogs, boom, that's your thread. Don't pivot to your ex's chihuahua trauma. Just ride the energy wave. What kind of dog do you have? What's its name? Does he hate your ex too? Now you're in. You're not some smooth talking Casanova. You're a social sniper. Silent, calculated, and aiming for connection without spraying verbal diarrhea all over her. Real talk. You listen right, and she'll leave the conversation thinking you've got soul, depth, and probably a huge fucking Johnson. All because you let her brain marinate in its favorite drug, being heard. So next time you feel the urge to impress her with your life story, remember this: nobody ever got laid for being the loudest guy in the room, but plenty of guys have gotten lucky just by listening like they gave a damn. Echo effect. Body language for degenerates. So, you're standing there, she's talking, you're nodding, and your hands are sweating like you just fingered a hot bowl of noodle soup. You're not saying anything stupid, but something feels off. Why? Because your body language is screaming, virgin on trial. Here's the fix. Echo her, subdually, smoothly, like a social chameleon with game. This is the echo effect, the cheat code for building trust without saying a damn word. When 2 people vibe, their bodies sync up. Breathing, posture, energy, tone, it all matches. The difference, they do it naturally. You gotta do it on purpose until it feels natural. And here's how you do it without looking like a malfunctioning sex doll. She leans in, you lean in. Not like you're about to kiss her, just enough to say, I'm here with you, honey. She talks soft, you talk soft. Drop your voice, ditch the Red Bull energy, make her lean in to hear you. She gets hyped talking about something, let your face actually react. Laugh, nod, match her pace. Important. This is not mimicking. You're not a parrot. You're a mirror, low, key, and slick. Because when you match her body language, her brain says, I don't know why, but I feel safe around this dude. And when a woman feels safe, her guard drops. And when her guard drops, well, you know where this is going if you don't fuck it up. Here's your warning, though. Do not overdo it. Do not copy every movement like you're her reflection in a broken mirror. One bad lean in and you go from mysterious to methy stalker real quick. Keep it subdued. Keep it smooth. Match her vibe, not her menstrual cycle. Curiosity over confidence. The real alpha moves. You ever meet a guy who walks around like his dick has its own passport? Leather shoes, loud shirt, Bluetooth in both ears, starts every sentence with, bro, let me tell you something. You think that guy is confident? Nah, he's not. He's just loud, lonely, and compensating harder than the dude driving a lifted Helix with a no fat chick sticker. You want to know what actually makes people gravitate towards you? Curiosity. Yeah, not confidence, curiosity. Because confidence says, look at me. But curiosity says, tell me about you. And guess which one women and anyone with a functioning fucking brain actually fuck with long term? Let me hit you with the truth bomb. You don't need to be interesting. You need to be interested. Ask people questions that don't suck. Not, what do you do? You're not interviewing her for a bank job. Try, what's something that made you laugh this week? What's the weirdest shit you've seen in Pattaya? What's something about you people always get wrong? Watch what happens. Their eyes light up like you just offered free mango sticky rice and emotional validation. Because no one asks real questions anymore. They're too busy flexing or pretending to listen while planning their next tender pickup line. Here's the magic. When you're curious, you forget to be anxious. Why? Because your brain's too busy exploring somebody else's story to worry about your own awkward posture or whatever weird shit your hands are doing. But Josh, what if I don't know what to ask? Easy. Treat them like your walking Netflix account. Your job is to find out what category they're in. Comedy, tragedy, true crime, with plenty of red flags probably. Every person is carrying stories you've never heard. You just gotta ask better shit to unlock them. So ditch the fake confidence act and stop flexing like you're in a barbell selfie mirror and get genuinely curious. Because real alphas don't dominate conversations. They lead them into deeper territory. The social workout plan. Stop crying and start training. Let me be blunt. You're not socially anxious. You're just lazy, untrained, and soft as a wet tissue. You've been hiding behind, I'm an introvert, like it's a medical condition. Guess what? That's not your personality. It's a fucking cop-out. You don't lack charisma. You lack reps. You've spent the last 5 years talking to fucking porn stars on OnlyFans and acting like you've got communication issues. No, dipshit. You've just never done the sets and the reps in the real world. So, here's your workout plan. Straight from the Degenerate's gym of social domination. Daily social workout. 3 random hellos. Anyone, anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's a grandma or a girl in yoga pants. Say hello without sounding like you're asking for spare change. 1 actual question. Not what's up. Ask something that doesn't make them want to fake a phone call and walk away. Refer to the last section if your brain's still empty. 1 short share. Tell a story that's not about your crypto losses or your divorce. Something human, something weird, something real. And a weekly challenge. Start one 5-minute conversation with a complete stranger. And no, ordering food does not fucking count, you goddamn coward. I mean, a real fucking conversation with a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if it crashes and burns, good. That's a rep. You'll try again next week. Social rules to stop being a loser. Don't talk about yourself for more than 30 seconds without checking if she's still breathing. Don't ask boring, recycled bullshit questions like, where are you from, unless you plan on following up with something clever. Don't freeze just because she's hot. Pretty isn't a personality. She still shits like the rest of us. You want to be good at this? Train like it. You think charisma is some magical trait you either have or you don't? No. It's earned through failure, through sweat, through awkward silences that you survive and learn from. Every time you avoid a conversation, you're telling your brain, yeah, I'm still that little bitch. And every time you push through and speak anyway, you're adding a fucking plate to your social barbell. So, go out there, earn your stripes, one awkward high at a time. The final smack. Let me make this real clear, champ. You don't need a hack. You don't need another fucking podcast. You need to stop being a passive little spectator in your own social life. No one is coming to save you. Not the pickup girl, not the YouTube alpha, and definitely not some Thai girl who smiled at you because you bought a damn cocktail. You want to get better at talking to people? Then go fucking talk to people. Mess up, stumble, say weird shit, get rejected, feel awkward, do it again. And eventually, you stop sucking. Because while the rest of these clowns are busy rewatching How to Be Confident in 5 Easy Steps for the 8th time, you'll be out here training and winning. So, if you're tired of sounding like a malfunctioning AI every time a girl says hi, smash that like button like you've got some testosterone. Hit subscribe before you forget how to read, and drop a comment telling us your worst social crash moments so we can all roast you together and maybe grow a little bit together. And a huge shout out to the legends supporting this madness over on Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon, PayPal, Cash App, all them things. You guys keep this circus running. Links in the description if you want to toss a coin to your local degenerate. I'm Josh, and this was A Degenerate's Guide to Surviving Social Anxiety in Pattaya. Stay reckless, stay unapologetic, and I'll see yous in the next mess. Cheers, you degenerates.